We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Los Angeles Dodgers. A big-time arm and a power bat. Should be fun. First pitch is next. Dennis Santana will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts, and he has to do a lot better. This guy isn't that bad of a pitcher, but one of the keys, he needs to start limiting the number of hits and to limit the number of base on balls. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn things around in this one here today.
Slide.
Throw won't get him.
Check out the lefty as he absolutely jumps on that first pitch and hammers it to right. Got what he was looking for and put a good swing on it.
Coming to the plate now, Will Benson. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. A dive, but he's back.
Benson.
And now they've got him in a rundown. The tag, and he is safe on a very close play at the bag.
Hey, get your pitch. Grab it right there. Hey, one pitch right here. Come on now.
Slow roller left side. He's got it. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Really good team at bat right there, right? Just put the ball in play. He does just that, gets the ground ball, and brings home the first run of the game from third.
So coming to the plate, Keston Hiura, and he's been swinging it well the last couple of games.
On the bag, right here.
And that's through into left, a base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. 2-strike RBI base hit. The ball wasn't hit very hard, D-Row, but from a hitter's perspective, you'll take it.
Striding in, Eddie James. He reached on a single in his first try. Pitch on the way. And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Bishop's back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. Bottom of the inning now, and coming forward the veteran. An outfielder, J.J. Bleday.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
James is there, and he'll bring this one in. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next it'll be the outfielder, John Torres. Pulls this one in the air out to left. James is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Stepping in, Eddie James. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Right fielder looking up, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Well, D-Row, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is, Dan. Most RBIs in one season. I can't begin to tell you as a...
Settling in now, Eddie James. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but...
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Looking up is the center fielder. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second of the game, as this is now a 7-run ball game. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
Matty V, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. 4th round tripper of the game so far.
They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using...
Standing in, Eddie James. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ball game.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat is 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Throw on to first takes care of him, and the top of the 9th is proving unfruitful.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that, going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
10-1, the final lopsided score in this ball game. Arizona put a 10 spot on the scoreboard in this one. Thomas Helland earned his 9th win of the year, turning in a very strong complete game effort. Dennis Santana permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
First for the victorious Diamondbacks, 10 runs on 9 hits. 1 error. They left 5 men on base.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Michael Grove will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy...
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the... All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Eddie James.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the right fielder. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Opportunity now to take a look into some of the future plans for the Dodgers as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent minor league action.
Leading up for the Dodgers, the center fielder.
Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. And that will be the first base hit of the ball game for the Dodgers. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the 4th. At the plate, Eddie James. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Eddie
Here comes the first pitch. Hit to first. Scooped up. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. In now, Eddie James. Fourth trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat.
Meanwhile now, this is trouble down that right field line. This should be extra bases. Lewis rounds third and is digging for the plate. He'll score easily, and they now lead by 2. And he is in there with an RBI triple.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
So a runner 90 feet away with nobody out. And in at the plate steps Keston Hura. Popped him up.
Down the line, get down the line.
Liriano ranging into the outfield. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. So coming to the plate, Will Benson. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's 5-2.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
5-2 the final score tonight. Arizona jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. George Torres earns his 8th victory of the season. Carson Romero earns the save out of the bullpen, his 26th. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for the ballgame tonight. First for the victorious Diamondbacks, 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Pablo Lopez gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a fun one to watch. This guy's been around the block for a while, but he's having a rock-solid season with a real good ERA. It'll be really interesting to see how he attacks his opposing lineup.
The left fielder.
Now to the plate, Eddie James. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. On the year, James is carrying around an absurd batting line, coming in excess of 500.
Matty, great matchup right here. He's been absolutely hammering right-handed.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. Next for the Dodgers, Cody Hosey, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Cody Hosey.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And this is taken in for the second out. Ready for another chance? Eddie James, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
Really doesn't matter which side of the plate of this guy bats from. He hits very well. He hits right-handed pitching very well, swinging left-handed, and swinging from the right side against lefties. The numbers are quite the same. This guy flat out can hit from either side.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
You got that one.
Line drive, base hit to right. Now the relay home, and he is safe at the plate, and the lead is now 3-0.
Well, last time this guy had some success, but he can't seem to get it going here. In fact, he's given him more hits in this one than he did his entire last outing, and we're only in the third inning.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jeffrey Ramos. Oh, and they've got him picked off. And they got him at second base on a good, smart play that time. Stepping in, Eddie James. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Chow is there now, and he has it, 2 gone. Digging in now, Eddie James, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Here comes the first pitch. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Chow is there now as he makes the catch, and they're able to avoid the... Into the box now, J.J. Bleday, 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. That's lifted the other way out to left. James will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that... Striding in once again, William Contreras, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Lewis will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away, 1 gone. Digging in the switch hitter, Eddie James. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And a great start to the 9th as this ought to be extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning, and he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
Into the box now, Jeffrey Ramos. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. Spin and a throw back to second.
Come on, get out, get out,
Now they put the tag on him at third, and that'll officially go as a caught steal. Striding in to start the 9th, KJ Harrison, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Lewis is there, and that's not. Standing in, William Contreras, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th.
Here we go.
The 2-1 pitch. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. He's got it, and the Diamondbacks have run their winning streak to 5 in a row now as this ball game is over.
Yeah, they needed him a little bit earlier in this one, but he takes the mound in the 8th and records the final 4 outs. 4-out save. Job well done.
And tonight's comes to an end, 6-3 the final. Arizona get their 30th win on the road so far this season. Forrest Whitley earns his 5th winner of the year, permitting only 2 hits in 6 complete innings. Carson Romero records 4 outs on his way to the save, his 27th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for the ball game tonight. First for the victorious Diamondbacks, 6 runs on 12 hits, no errors. They left.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Los Angeles Dodgers. The D-backs have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Brian Peterson, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Drive the other way. Let's go, big dog.
Here's the first pitch to him. This is pulled into right. Bleday will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Diamondbacks down in order. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. And up next will be Kelbert Ruiz. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Here's the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. James is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Now batting, John Torres. He's been feeling pretty good about things recently as you see the numbers over his past 10 contests.
Torres.
And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all.
Digging in, Eddie James. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
First offering on its way. And it's fouled away. James currently finds himself at the top of the list in all-star voting amongst National League left fielders, so the fans are certainly rewarding him for the season he's had to this point.
Yeah, this comes as no surprise. This guy is one of the best players in the game, a superstar, and that's what the all-star game is about. The fans getting to see the best players put on display.
Here it comes on 0-2. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble.
Come on, Dick, go hard. Go 2-2-2.
Ciani blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Safe at the plate. We're all square at 1 apiece.
With that hard double, you get a glimpse to see why this guy is a legitimate MVP candidate this season. Whenever he gets a chance to produce, he seems like he takes advantage of it. Great example there.
Digging in, Keston Hiura.
The batter, the second baseman, Keston Hiura.
Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Fly ball into straightaway left. Torres comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Will Benson.
The right fielder, Will Benson.
Here's the 3-1. Pitch taken for ball 4. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
When a guy's been swinging the bat as well as he has in this series, you definitely want to take the bat out of his hands. A free pass to first is better than what he's been doing the last couple of games.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
Stepping up now, Evan White.
Come on, big guy,
Evan
one time. Here you go.
White.
Hey, let it rip one time. Easy right here.
Hit softly on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. A run on a couple of hits here for Arizona. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. All time. So digging in now, Eddie James. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the...
Well hit. Deep down the right field line.
But it bends just foul into the second deck.
Low-scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Gone! One more time. He gets a pitch to handle. You have heard that before. And you can add one more home run onto this already impressive number. Eddie James will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point.
Hey, get your pitch right here. Come on now.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit out towards second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The relay on to second, but he's in safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo, tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Keston Hiura comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. From the belt, the pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
Oh, big guy, steer this one.
Ball in.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Sinker misses, ball 4.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
Find something you like up there.
Striding into the box, Will Benson. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here's the 0-2. And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now. Stepping into the box, Evan White. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The set and the 2-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side get 3 that inning. That's the good news. The bad news is they leave 3 men on base.
Leading off for the Dodgers.
Last half of the 7th here, and standing in the outfielder, John Torres.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly...
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Eddie James. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
6-4 the outcome today. The Arizona Diamondbacks jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Luis Madero earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Carson Romero closes the door for the save, his 28th on the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon: for the victorious Diamondbacks, 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Dodgers, 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 14 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, a sellout.